This looks good. You don't need this little clip art over here. So let's take that out. Incredible dancer. I don't know if people are going to believe you.
I see.
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, set me up.
All right. The first time I saw the White House was in 1984. I just graduated from college. I was working as a community organizer. I was working as a community organizer out of the Harlem campus of the City Colleges in New York. You got to have your elbow in a little bit. Okay. All right. Release. Make sure it's on your fingertips.
Maybe I should shoot lefty.
You can try that.
I got one shot at this. Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's science right there. I'm really proud of you, man. That's a wonderful volcano.
Thank you, man.
You don't need all the time in the world or all the answers to be the mentor someone needs. And you don't need to be an NBA star or the President of the United States to be someone's hero.
Support my brother's keeper.
Be a mentor.
We got something lined up tonight.
All right. Charles, you're taking part, or are you?
I'm just listening.
Okay.
we see that. We pay you to talk.
That is definitely a rarity.
Trust me, if I don't say a word the rest of the night, that's what my paycheck been like. I need a raise. If I don't say a word the rest of the night, that's what my paycheck been like. I need a raise.
Well, guys, we are looking forward to the way the night plays out, and here's something that you may find interesting, Steph. Charles was in Washington the other day and sat down with President Obama, had a conversation that's going to run tomorrow night, but your name came up in the course of the conversation. So let's listen.
Oh, you're going to like this.
I got to tell you, Curry's the best shooter I've ever seen. I believe that. In terms of being able to, off the dribble, get his shot off from anywhere that fast, best I've ever seen. He can shoot. His daddy could shoot, but he could only stand in one spot and shoot, right? He didn't really like to run around a lot.
Is that a pretty good read?
That's pretty solid right there. I know my family is at home rolling right now talking about my dad. They only got to shoot.
Is that maybe one of the best moments right there, having the President of the United States talk about your jump shot?
That's amazing. I know he's a fan of the game. He's not just talking. So for him to give me that kind of compliment, that's a huge deal, and I appreciate that.
Day in, day out. 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 Day in, day out.
Tighten the pocket. Be on time. Is he blitzing?
3 seconds until sack.
Work your eyes to the left. Stare down that safety. Off the mic. What's the corner doing?
2 seconds until sack.
We need this one.
Looking for Harrison. Harrison's completely covered.
1 second until sack.
Who's breaking free? Who's breaking high? Who's my high?
As soon as Manning thinks it, then you see it.
From the most demanding eye in the game comes the most refined irons in golf. Nike Victory Red Iron.
I definitely have different personas and different attitudes. Psycho Serena. If you don't want to meet her, she's on the court, she's at practice, and she's in the match. And she's awesome and she's amazing. She's this great athlete. There's Summer. She helps me out a lot. Summer has a whole story. Summer has a whole story. Like if I have to write long letters or if I have to do, different things, then Summer doesn't. She got married. Now she got divorced. She moved to England. Normally, when she talks to people on the phone, she just gets on the phone and she's like, "Hello, I'm Summer. How are you?"
Day in, day out. 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 Day in, day out.
We're out there battling every night, so we have a good kind of understanding of what needs to be said and what gets us going. So the coaches obviously have a good barometer for.
How did you manage to still hit him with the
water? I got the water. You see that? You see that aim?
Your accuracy is impressive.
Ah!
Oh my God.
He's feeling it. How hot was Steph watching this after the game? Draymond Green getting that water to dump on the MVP, but Curry knocks the water out of his hand with an no look tail toss. And look at the grin.
Yeah, we just met the president. I didn't think six years ago, Davis in college, that 6 years later you'd be speaking in front of 100 people, the President's Malaria Initiative, and we'd be in the Oval Office talking with President Obama about malaria and basketball and golf.
Pretty crazy.
It's been a fun 6 years.
It's just pretty special, to be a part of such a huge mission.
Getting down to see these projects is exciting. Mike's been super generous on malaria research, so I hope he'll feel good going in and seeing that the death rate is down, seeing what more has to be done, and talking to the people on the ground there about which tools are hard to deliver, which are easy to deliver. Africa's fantastic. Africa's fantastic. Africa's fantastic.
But that wealth has incredible utility to other people. It can educate children, it can vaccinate children, it can vaccinate children, it can vaccinate children.
They have to have a ministry for Satan. And so a lot of them will work together on things that would please Satan, which is things that are hurtful, things that would make people sick, poisons, cause a lot of deaths, cause a lot of injury.
So he's given the bulk of his fortune to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation so it can be used to reduce global poverty and disease.
Saving 4.3 million lives in the last 10 years, and now be in a room with so many great minds and influencers that can continue that fight with the President's Malaria Initiative and Nothing But Nets and all that is special. So obviously meeting the president was great, and a memory we'll have for a lifetime. He'll be wearing some Curry ones and all that kind of good stuff. But the reason we're here is because of families and especially kids over in Africa that are affected by this disease every single day, and it's something that we can hopefully eradicate with all the work that's going into it.
I mean, we walked out there like little kids, you know, and I've known Steph for 9 years now, and you know, I'm continuously amazed by what he accomplishes and can do, but never surprised.
For Complex News, I'm Sean Evans, spending some off-season time with Steph Curry on a golf course in San Francisco. 1 week, you're with the President of the United States. Next week, you're helping me on my drive. It's kind of a fall from grace for you.
Nah, man, all good experiences in the summer. It's been fun.
When you share a golf cart with the President of the United States, what sorts of things do you guys talk about? Because I know he's with the President of the United States, what sorts of things do you guys talk about? Because I know he's a big basketball fan, so he was probably curious about some things. From your perspective, he's the president, you probably had like a million things to talk about. What did you guys discuss?
Talked about everything, man. It's crazy how many topics you can cover in 4.5 hours, but like you said, he's a big sports fan. He wanted to know the ins and outs of, you know, our season and how Coach Kerr is and my teammates and all that. I was really curious as, you know, just with the presidency and his term was, you know, the experience is what he expected.
What did he say?
He said it was. I mean, nothing's easy about his job, obviously. He loves making tough decisions and making educated decisions, just living with the result, knowing he's not going to please everybody. But I think the thing I was interested in is kind of what he was going to do after his term, because obviously he can't just go back to being a civilian anymore. He's always going to be, you know, president or former president of the United States. So I say he wants to travel and do some fun stuff. So I don't, you know.
How about our word on the web? It's Ayesha Curry.
What did she do?
Is she talking about how women be dressing? No, she's cooking. Okay, so she's gonna host a show on the Food Network called At Home with Ayesha. Previously, she had a show, Cooking with the Currys, on CSN Bay Area. She's actually in the latest commercial with her husband. That looks good. I didn't know she had skills like that.
Hey, we got some good news. Not everybody's relationship is in shambles. Of course, there's Ayesha Curry, the wife of Steph Curry. You know, he's the Golden State Warriors' golden boy. She has her own cooking show, and it's gonna be on the Food Network.
We're just gonna whisk this quickly. So next we're gonna add in some yummy Parmesan cheese. I am going to do about 1/4 cup of cheese.
It ain't gonna be like Auntie Fee's cooking show.
This looks good. You don't need this little clip art over here. So let's take that out. Incredible dancer. I don't know if people are going to believe me.
Let's see.
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, set me up.
All right. The first time I saw the White House was in 1984. I just graduated from college. I was working as a community organizer out of the Harlem campus of the City Colleges in New York.
Yeah.